Hey guys! Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if this is your first time being here. So the sad truth has come that freaking school is coming and I'm going to cry. The best we can do is try to be positive for the horrors that are coming. I am so not ready for school, but it is happening, and that means back to school videos / let's try to make this an exciting moment. But anyways, I have a few exciting thoughts. I'm thinking of doing a room tour very soon, like soon. You guys been requesting this so much, so I decided that now is time. For this video, I'm going to be talking about all the stupid teacher moments I've had. I just wanted to share you guys some very interesting moments with teachers, staff, or any of the aides, just moments with people who work for schools where they're just kind of being really rude and not really fit for the job of teaching children, and I wanted to share them with you guys. Alright, for the first story. So this is in 7th grade, and I was gonna get my school photos taken. As we know, getting our school photos taken is always the most ugly photo in the world. And being an over-emotional 7th grader, I hated it. But like most people, I got all cute. I put on a cute school outfit even though literally this much of your outfit shows. So I walked into middle school and I saw all the lines for everything to do, like the registration forms, all the stupid things that happen during school that you gotta pay for, and I waited in line to get my photo taken. So I walked up to the chair because it was my turn, and they made me sit in all awkward positions and kind of make your head look really unnatural. They make you do, basically what they do to you is giving you a curse to look ugly. Like, I swear, they make me position my head in a way where I know it'll look stupid, but they still do it. And so I sit down there and I'm all ready to take my photo, and she's like, alright, smile. So I smile, and the lady was like, you need to smile a little bit more, sweetie. So I smiled more, and at this point I looked creepy. I'm just a 7th grade, very awkward stage looking girl, and I look so creepy. And then she's like, no hun, I need you to like open up your eyes more, I can't really see them. So I'm sitting there and I try to open my eyes up more, and me being an emotional 7th grader, I'm just like so confused as to what's wrong with my face. And then she's like, no hun, I just really need you to open up your eyes more. I can't really see them in the photo, so I just want you to open up your eyes more. And I sit there being a 7th grader and I try to open up my eyes more, and obviously they can't plastic surgery themselves, and she just made me feel like crap because my eyes weren't big and beautiful like most girls. And at this point she was kind of getting like mad at me that I couldn't open up my eyes more when I smiled. So she's like, oh, I think your eyes are just like that. Being a 7th grader, I'm just very distraught. And ever since then, I never smile with my teeth in photos because I look like I have no eyeballs. And now I'm very aware of that because the lady at the photo booth taking picture thing told me so. So next we have a story where my 4th grade teacher crushed my dream. So it is 4th grade and I'm about like 9 or 10. I'm not really too 100% sure on my age. So I'm a child. I'm a fetus child. In this 4th grade class, we had this lady who came every other Wednesday, and she talked about career stuff, and she tried to be like motivational, and this lady to try to get you to figure out what you want to do when you're older, even though we're like 4. But it was better than going to math class, so I was always very excited to have this lady come in and talk to me about the future and careers and all this kind of stuff. So for this lesson, it was sort of like picking about what career you wanted and where you wanted to live. So she had this map taped onto the chalkboard, and she had each kid come up and point where they wanted to live and what they wanted to do. So it was my turn to share with the class what I wanted to do and the place where I wanted to live. I got up in front of the class, I pointed to California and shared that I wanted to be a movie director when I grew up. And the reaction that I got from my teacher and the career teacher were so bad. They were laughing and whispering at each other and making me feel like, what did I say? I must have said something wrong. They continued to laugh and be really sarcastic about what I wanted to do as a fetus, and I just kind of felt really weird about it after that. I felt like something I must have said was wrong. Why are they laughing at me? What did I say? I was just really confused, and I kind of just moped back to my seat and was just like, what's going on? The teachers are still laughing. The next story is kind of short and whatever, but I wanted to share with you guys because it's the same teacher that I just talked about. So it's 4th grade, and we had to take these weird pictures like outside or whatever. It wasn't like a school portrait photo. It was more of like it was like for a project, I think. Everyone was in line getting ready to take these photos outside with the teacher. Then it came to me. And again, at this point in my life, I was super weird about smiling normal. Like, I didn't know how to smile because I was like 10 and I wasn't sure if I was smiling too big or too small. And at this point in my life, I was watching America's Next Top Model and seeing that they didn't smile in their photos and that they kind of smized. So I wanted to smize in my photo. So it became my turn to smile and take a photo. And I stood there in front of these like trees or whatever. And I smiled, and that same 4th grade teacher whispered to a different teacher, "Was that really a smile?" And they kind of giggled and laughed. I think that was a smile. I used my mouth, I used my teeth. I don't know what was wrong with my smile. I still don't know what was wrong with that teacher. Alright, this next story happened last year when I was a junior. So I'm gonna be honest here, I don't have very many close friends / friends in school. So in classes you don't see me too often talking to somebody because I don't have many people to talk to. So if I didn't have a friend in lunch, I'm kind of just stuck with what am I gonna do? This sucks. And it did. So in the beginning of last year, I had no friends in my lunch and it really sucked. My whole schedule was kind of just messed up and I wanted to fix it. So I had to get a guidance counselor meeting. And at this point, it's the beginning of the school year and everybody wants to change their schedule because everyone has something they don't want anymore. It's kind of like a race to get a meeting with these guidance counselors. So I decided that, you know what, I can't have this lunch. At this point, everyone's tables were kind of full. You couldn't really sit anywhere because there were no tables to sit at. And the only places you could sit were just like places with nobody there. So it was sit alone, talk to nobody for the whole school year, or switch and get a new lunch. I also need to switch around some other classes. So I go in the guidance counselor's office and I get my meeting scheduled and they say, alright, come in at this time. And so I'm like, alright, I'll do that tomorrow. And it is tomorrow. So I'm waiting in line and my meeting is supposed to happen. It's the morning, school's starting soon. I'm like kind of like hustling, like school's starting in 10 minutes. And a bunch of people start to skip me and get ahead of me in line. And I'm just kind of waiting there patiently for my meeting to happen. And these kids keep getting ahead of me and it's kind of just chaos, which is annoying because I had a meeting planned. So I'm waiting for my meeting to happen and the bell's gonna ring very soon. So I'm kind of like panicking because I know how weird they are about bells ringing. And then the bell starts to ring and then the lady at the desk asks me, "Hey, are you supposed to be in here? Do you have an off hour?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have an off hour, but I had a meeting before." And she's like, "You need to get to class." I'm like, "But I had a meeting I really need to get this figured out. I need to get my schedule fixed. I can't have another day where I have this same scheduled. I really need this fixed." And she's like, "It doesn't matter, you need to get to class. I'll write you a pass. It's okay. This is a warning, just you need to get to class." I'm like, "Alright, whatever, I guess I'll schedule a new appointment." And she's like, "Alright, I'll write you up for after school today." So she wrote me up for a specific time after school that I could come in and figure out my classes. So it is after school and I'm finally excited that I can finally switch my classes for tomorrow because I'm so sick of having no one to talk to at lunch, these classes I didn't want to take, and just everything. I just wanted everything switched. And it became more kids skipping me, and at this point I'm just kind of like trying to get my place in line back. I'm just kind of getting annoyed at this point. So then the lady at the desk noticed that more kids were kind of shuffled out and it became me sitting there with a few other people. So the lady at the desk asked me if I had a meeting and what's going on, what am I doing here, like kind of just figuring out what's going on with the rest of the people who are in there. And the lady at the desk told me that she is about to leave to go to a different meeting. So I'm a little bit aggravated, trying to keep my cool, and I'm like, "Can't you just quickly get this meeting in quick? It'll be quick. I'll try to make this quick. I just wanted to get this quick switch arounds and get a few quick things done." And she said no, she's gotta leave right now. She has to get to this meeting. And I'm like, alright, I'll get this figured out tomorrow. I'm at this point sitting and eating alone at lunch and sitting in the bathroom in lunch was getting old. So I just really wanted this schedule fixed really bad. So it is the next day and I finally get a meeting with that counselor. So I'm in there and I'm like, alright, I want to get a few things switched around. And then I finally build up the courage to ask if I could switch my lunch. And she said, "No, you can't. You can't switch your lunches. We don't allow that to happen. We can't do that for you." I start to bawl. I start to cry my eyes out. I'm just like, I really need this lunch switch. I can't sit alone. I can't do this anymore. And I'm just crying. And she still tells me that no, I cannot switch my lunch. So in conclusion, I did not get my lunch switched, and then I finally found someone to sit by. I'm just praying this school year I have a good lunch to sit by because I don't want to deal with that again. Alright, so that is the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. All my my social media links will be linked below. I have Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Also, if you guys want to hear stories about the dumb things that happen to me with students, give this a thumbs up and tell me below, because I have also some moments of like bullying or just moments of stupid things that happened to me with students. Also, if you guys have any suggestions for back to school videos, videos in general, or just questions for me, leave them in the comments below. I love reading you guys' comments. They make me so happy. But I think I said everything I needed to say in this video. Leave me down your suggestions and comments and questions and all that good stuff down below, and I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna be an astronaut.